How to buy fractional shares with as little as €1. Get the trading 2.
Hello, hello everyone. How are you all doing? How has this week been? It's been a week, hasn't it? Gosh, it's gone, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's just gone so quick, so quick. So if you just put a thumbs up or a smile in the chat, that would be great. Like, it's so nice to have you all here. And which part of the world are you guys from? Like, where are you watching from? Like, it always fascinates me. It really does, like, where everyone is from. It's so nice to hear. Happy Turkey Day. Thank you very much, E. Thank you for being on here. Yeah, just checking in with you guys. Like, how has this week been for you? Like, mine has been, I tell you something, mine's gone so quickly. Like, it's been hectic, but not. But it has. Like, obviously, doing all of the YouTube content. I'm now full-time on YouTube. Goodness, Denmark, we've got Texas in the house, we've got Oregon, Michigan, Brooklyn, so we've got all the US people. Thank you so much for watching. Like, it must be like late afternoon for you guys. And London, yes, West Midlands. Goodness, you're all over the Birmingham. Oh, wow. Saudi Arabia. Wow. Scotland, Finland. This is amazing. Like, you guys are like literally all around the world. Like, how amazing. We are all gathered here, like literally in this one moment in time, you know, and Canada. What part of Texas are you from? Yeah, New York. Like, we are all here at this one point. We are all here. We are all helping each other. North Carolina, Ireland. You know, yeah, 210. You see, this is just amazing because you've made time in your day to be here, okay? And we're going to have a great live, all right? We're going to be talking about letting go of these you-know-whats, and it's going to be fine because you can let go, and I'm going to talk all about it, like how we're going to get through this, because you're going to get through this. Of course you are. Like, there's no two ways about it. We are going to get past them, all right? So if you would, I would love it. Do you know what, guys? I'd love it if you press the like button. It will really help to get the content out there. I am literally on YouTube full-time now, doing full-time content. So yeah, like, would really appreciate your support. I'm here to help you guys. Like, I'm really here to help you. Like, I understand what you guys are going through. Like, it's not easy. It's so not easy. And thank you for taking part in the polls. You know, obviously I'll do this over the weekend. So you just vote for, you know, like what you would like me to talk about. Most of you, to be honest with you, most of you had kind of said that you had wanted me to talk about like all of it. So I will talk about all of it. I'll touch upon obviously those subjects, because I know that this is quite difficult for so many of you to get past. But do you know what? Even though it might seem difficult now, it's not impossible. Like, literally, nothing in life is impossible. And you can get through anything, because you know what? You are wonderful people, you're resilient, and you've got this, okay? All right? So it's gonna, do you know what? It's gonna work. Like, it's gonna be fine. So guys, press the like button, please. Please, just please press the like button. It would make me very happy. I am happy, but it would make me even happier. No, I haven't relocated to Greece. I am going to go back eventually. I don't know when, but I will go back. Anyway, guys. Right. So, letting go. Letting go of someone who was actually so horrible, so mean, like did so much to you, yet you still think about them. You still think about what they're doing, might be checking, you know, like their social media, wanting to know what they're up to. Do you know what I'm going to say to you guys? So what? So what they're doing? Who cares? You know, right, you guys know that this is all part of the illusion. This is all part, right, of them pretending. Do you remember, I've talked about this a lot in the videos, guys, that these people, they just pretend, all right? They pretend to care. They pretend to want to, you know, make amends and make things better. That's not what this is about, all right? They are tricking you, okay? Like they did at the beginning, they are tricking you. And so, you know, we stay stuck in these blasted trauma bonds to these people. And it's so hard to see the wood from the trees. But Lisa Anushka, is the lock and keychain a symbol for today's live? Do you know what? Thank you. Did you guys notice this? Oh, thank you. Yes, it could be a symbol, but no, I really like this. Oh my gosh, I bought this. Actually, no, I didn't. I got given this for a collaboration that I did with a jewelry brand probably earlier this year. Yeah, and I was able to choose, like, and it was part of this one and this one, yes. But it can be symbolic, right? It can be symbolic. It doesn't mean that you have to lock yourself away, all right, and not live your best life. Because you know what? Do you know what, guys? This is your life. And there is no second go at this. You only get this life. So you got to do what makes you happy. All right. And so much, right? We are so conditioned to think that we have to give so much to other people. Like we have to do things for others. All right. But it's not even, do you know what? It's not about that. Like you have to live your life for you. You have to do what makes you happy. You have to really think about you, all right? And the fact that, you know, that you're still holding on to this person, that you're still thinking about them, you're still wanting to know what they're doing. These people don't care. These people don't give a second thought about you, because it's all about, do you know what this is all about? It's about attachment, all right? And once we really understand attachment, we can move forward and we can let go of this person, all right? Yes, of course, they pretended to be someone that you know you were going to spend your whole life together with them. Of course they did. That's what they do, you know. And you get emotionally tied to this person. You get trauma bonded to this person, and then they betray you. Then they betray you like from like a big height, you know. These people do this to everybody. Like it's not just you. They betray everybody. They betray themselves because, do you remember I talk about the attachment disorder that they've got? All right, they can't attach to you in a healthy way, but they can't detach from you. So whilst you're in a relationship with them, you know, they're all about, you know, like lying to you, deceiving you, cheating on you, making, you know, promises that they can't keep, right? Pretending that this is going to be, you know, like forever with this person. And then when the relationship ends, they can't seem to let you go. Like, how is that possible? They don't want you whilst they're with you, but they want you when you're not with them. Do you know what I mean? This is what's going on with these people. This is called the attachment disorder. This is about not being able to bond to someone in a healthy way. This is about not being able to be authentically you. They can't connect to other people. You know, and so this is the disorder. This is what's going on for them. Like, you know, why would you want to contact someone after you've left, after you've treated them so badly, you know, you've betrayed them, you've lied to them, maybe you've even cheated on them, and you want to still keep contact. You know, and this is part of the issue. This is why it makes it really hard for us to let go of somebody like that, because they're still, you know, like they're still in your life. They're still kind of tapping onto that energy of yours. Like, I mean, why? But again, this is part of the disorder. We're not being able to connect on a deeper level. Like, this is all surface level. If you connect to someone on surface level, there's no deeper emotions that come with it. Okay, it's just nothing. Like, because with people like that, do you know what they do, guys? They look at others as commodities or someone who can do something for them. That's basically what's going on here. It's like, what can you do for them? That's basically what is happening. Okay? Guys, if you're enjoying this so far, please press the like button. I would really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And obviously, like, you can donate with the super thanks. That's helping support me, guys. I need your support. I'm here to help you guys, you know? So, yeah, like, they see people as transactional, you know, like, do you know, like, you know, you've got your phone, like I've got this, my mobile. You know, I love my phone because I can run my business from it. I can phone people. I can talk to people. I can connect with others. And I love my phone. Believe me, I love my phone. But I'm not in love with my phone. And that's the difference, isn't it? It's that connection. Like, my phone is transactional. Like, it's what can it do for me? So I'm not in love with my phone. I love my phone, but I'm not in love with my phone. Does that make sense? You know, so it's about understanding that these people can't connect to you in that way. Like, you know, when you authentically love someone, you know, unconditionally, you know, that means that you accept them no matter what. Like, you love them no matter what. And that is the kind of love that you guys had given to these people. And believe me, these people love it. The narcissist would have loved your compassion, your kindness, your understanding, and they would have exploited that. All right. And that's exactly what they've done. They've exploited that, which is why you have become traumatically bonded to this person. All right. And the fact is that they need more of that. That's why they're still in contact with you. You gave them something that somebody else would not. Thank you so much, Donna Thompson. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. So these people do not connect, and they take you for granted. That is what is going on here. They are taking you for granted. What can you do? What can you do for them? And this is that, I mean, like, me and you would not be able to understand that, because how can you connect to someone like that and just want and take of someone? But these people do. They don't care. You know, so you can even look at it deeper, you know, like what Richard Johnson's saying, you know, the kissing, the touching, the lovemaking, the passionate, you know, like, yes, but, you know, I feel like they use sex for, as a control tool, you know, and that is, again, they see it as something that they can have power or leverage over someone, you know, because that's what they look at. That's what they do, because for them, it's another way that somebody can do something for them. It's not that they are enjoying it. It's not like they actually want it. It's just something that they do to have power over another person. It's all about hierarchy. And I'm sure that you guys probably would have understand that. Tima Weema says, question please, if narcs have attachment disorder, then why do they let us go so easily? Discard is cold, quick and sudden. Is the letting go an illusion or something else? Okay, the reason why they let you go so easily is because they've not connected to you. All right, they've not connected to you. Even though you believed that this was a relationship and that you were going to go forward, you were going to have this amazing future with this person, but there is no connection. You've got to understand, if someone cannot connect to themselves, right, they don't know what they want. They can't find themselves in themselves. They don't know who they are. Look, if they're mirroring you, they're idolizing you, they're putting you on a pedestal, like, that isn't healthy behavior. Don't get me wrong, it feels nice when someone does that, but that is not healthy behavior, that someone is obsessing over you, like they may be, putting you on a pedestal, like worshiping you. That isn't healthy behavior. That isn't connection. That to me says that that is a negative way of being, because they are worried about something. They're worried that you are going to walk away, that they're going to lose you, and they need you. They want you because they need you to supply or give or meet their needs. All right. And their needs could be, it can be a variety of things. Okay. So what you have to see this as is the reason why they let go of you so easily, because they were never connected in the first place. These people are not able to connect. It's because of their dark childhood. All right. When you experience trauma, all right, and they did, and these people did, okay, which is why they find intimacy, very difficult with someone, because especially like, if you think about it, if this narcissist has had, or this toxic person has had like this deep rooted trauma, in their childhood, could it be that they were, it could have been physical trauma where they were, beaten, where there was so much, going on. It could have been incest, there could have been sexual trauma. This disconnects you from who you really are. It's really sad. Like, I know that they're narcissistic and they're all of this, I know, but it's really sad what has happened to them. And of course it's not their fault, but actually they make that choice because so many of us do have trauma. So many of us go through these things, but it doesn't mean that it makes you a narcissist. Like, nobody has like the perfect childhood. Everyone experiences trauma on some level, it really just depends on your resilience and how you cope with it, how you get through it. So not everyone is born with resilience. Not everyone is shown resilience. So this is the difference, like you make a choice. And like I say, we all experience trauma in childhood, all right, which separates us from ourselves, but we make choices. And these people have made choices to be this way, which is why they are, this is why they behave the way that they do. Not Kylo Ren, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is give thanks and gratitude to you. So my narcissist ex-girlfriend apologized in a WhatsApp message after 8 months of no contact. She apologized? Wow. Taking all the blame. Wow. Now this is very strange. I feel worse because I have formed my own closure. So what I get from that is you feel worse because she did not behave in the way that you had expected. And so she's apologized and you're thinking, wow, maybe I got it wrong. Like, maybe she's not a narcissist. The thing is, the fact that you're here, the fact that you've gone onto YouTube looking for content on narcissism, you would have come across my stuff and you are here, which means that that information that you have read or that you have found would have resonated with you, which means then that she is. Okay, no one that is on here, on this live, or that watches my videos, okay, means that you would have been in a narcissistic relationship. Because the information that is talked about, it resonates. All right, it resonates. So please know that you didn't get it wrong, and you like you're probably feeling like bad or guilty that you had kind of made those judgments or those labels about her. But do you know what? You are right. She is that, and I wonder if this is just an illusion and this is just manipulation. Because think about it. If she says sorry, probably something that you wanted to hear, she's going to get you right back. isn't she? And it's been 8 months. It's been 8 months that you haven't been in contact. She's trying to get your attention. So you've got to see the game. You've got to see the game. And, you know, this does creep up on you. Like it does. And you don't even think it's happening. That's a good one, Sean. Was she drunk? Probably. She's a narcissist. She's a narcissist. Why is it that she just, you know, like can't leave you alone? Like just go. Just go, leave me alone. And you see, look, 8 months later, you know, and you're still feeling guilty. And this is 8 months that's taken out of your life that you could have been spending time on you, healing, you know, educating yourself, getting yourself back to you, living your best life. But oh no, she's still there. You know, she's still there saying sorry, which is fake. You know, if you're sorry, you mean it, you don't do it again. So yeah, so this is what they do. They do come back. They do come back around. They want to get your attention. They see that you're doing okay. They actually can see that you're living your life without them and that, you know, that you are doing all right. Like you're okay. So they've got to come in and disturb your peace because they need that attention from you. That's what you've got to understand. This isn't genuine. This isn't real. It's like, you know, what's going on? How are you? You know, I want a bit of you. I want a bit of your energy, a bit of your life force. And this is another thing that I wanted to talk about, you know, your energy, your life force. You know, letting go of someone isn't easy, especially if you've been in love with them, you know, you've known them for an amount of time. You know, it's not easy to let go of someone, okay? That's right, Paula O'Brien. Don't go back because it is the same SHIT all over again. It's a cycle. Guys, it's a cycle. They don't change. They don't do the introspection. They don't do the work. They don't change. It is the same thing. You know what? You can keep going back for years and years and years, and it's the same. And you know, you live in that hope that they're going to change. Things are going to be different. No, these people don't change because they are damaged from childhood and it doesn't change. You can't fix it. You can't fix this stuff. You can't fix it because we haven't got the ability neurologically to be able to do that. And that's why. So, you know, letting go of someone is not easy, all right? And it does take time. But it doesn't mean it's impossible. And you've got to make that decision and think to yourself like, okay, that's it. I'm done now. Like, I know that nothing good or nothing positive is going to come about. Like, it's going to come from this person. Like, it's always going to be like this. And you have to really, you know, you have to really understand this. You have to really believe this because actually, there isn't anything that is going to change. There's nothing that you could have done, nothing that you could have said that would have made this situation or this person different. This is it. All right? And so the longer that you stay in that letting go kind of period thinking, oh, should I? Should I not? Oh, I wonder what they're doing. Let's check their social media. And what's that doing? What is that doing for you guys? That is taking time away from you, time away from your life. You know what? This is your life. You're going to let someone hijack it. You're going to let someone take this away from you. It's taking away energy. It's taking away your time, your well-being. You know what is happening when your body is overstimulated with cortisol and an adrenaline? You know how toxic that mix is? It's like a poisonous cocktail that your body produces because you're constantly being overstimulated in the fight or flight. And that is where you stay. Because every time you're checking on their social media, every time you're thinking like, maybe I should reach out for them. Like, maybe I should just contact them. Like, I need to see what is going on. You know, that is bringing about cortisol and adrenaline mixed. And that is so, so deadly, you know, for your body. It overstimulates your adrenal system, your nervous system. Let's not go into that because that is all shot to pieces. You can't sleep, you can't eat. And when you can't do that, you can't think straight. So then you're in cognitive dissonance. You know, the list could go on, guys. Like, there is so much that happens. And then if your body stays in this for longer amounts of time, you know what? You can have IBS. What is it called? Word's just gone. Oh my God. What's that thing where your blood sugar levels are not okay? Oh, it was on the tip of my tongue. Diabetes. There we go. There we go. Diabetes. And you know how serious that is. You know, you get heart problems because your heart's like all over the place. It can't regulate itself. Then your nervous system is affected. Like, can you see the effects that this has? And you're going to let this person affect you in this way. Not only are these people doing this to you, you know, you have other stresses, you know, other things that are going on. You know, you've probably got stresses from work. You've got stresses from like other people, you know, and not only that, you know, there's lots of things that are happening, you know, like in the wider circle, you know, you're being lied to, you know, the news is not what you know, like it's fear-based news, you know, you're consuming this content. Wherever we look, it's always, you know, always something that's going on that's like basically overstimulating us. And then you've got this person as well. So it's about really, you know what, you've really got to really like look after yourself here. You've got to make a promise to yourself and think, do you know what? Like, I need to do this for me. Like, I need to look after myself, because I'll tell you something. Like, if you are not going to do it for you, there's no one out there that's going to do that for you. You know, no one is going to tell you what to do. No one is going to tell you to, hey, do you know what? Hey, Anushka, you got to look after yourself. No one's going to tell you to do that. So you got to do it for yourself. You got to stand up for yourself. This is critical. You know, I know it's hard to say. I know it's hard to say that you want to let go of this person. But actually, what does this person bring to the table? What do they bring to your life? This is something that you really have to think about. What is this person giving you? Anxiety, heartache, they've broken your heart, they've betrayed you. You know, from such a height, they've done this to you. And you want to know what they're doing? You want to check up on them? So what? Let them be, let them go. You know, because these individuals don't know any other way. Like, you're the only one that can say no. You're the only one that is going to let them go. There's no one, you know, like, it's not going to happen any other way. They're going to keep coming back because you're going to let them. You know? So at the end of the day, it's a choice. It's a choice how you do this, because you're in control. You're totally in control of this. Pele, thank you so much. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, so Pele says, my ex-fiance gave me her ring back. Ooh. 2 weeks later, we seemed cool and went to dinner and watched a movie at my house. That night, she ghosted me. Wow. A week later, she posted her new love on Facebook, kissing him on the cheek. Why? Why? Because she's a narcissist. Okay. First of all, Pele, I'm really sorry. Like, that is so harsh. That is so, so harsh. And this is what I mean, guys. This is exactly what I was just saying. If you allow them back in, this is what they're going to do. This is what's going to happen. And Pele, I'm not saying that, you know, you've done anything wrong here. Like, I know it was really hard. She's your ex-fiance. You know what? Like, you were in love. You know, you guys were going to be set to get married. And then she comes back. You know, you have this beautiful day. You know, you go for dinner. You watch a movie. You know, you kiss. You know, like, there's all those feelings. And you're thinking, yes, maybe this could be back on track. And look what she does. That's because this person has no emotion, like, has no connection at all to anybody. Just because she's with this guy and she's kissing him, you know, on Facebook and the pictures are everywhere, it doesn't mean that she's connected to him. He's going to go through the same thing that you have. And, you know, that is the fate that's waiting for him. You know, I know that it's really harsh and it's really hard for you to, you know, to see that. But please see this as the illusion. Please see this as a game, okay? I also feel like maybe she has done this to hurt you as well. Maybe to show... Charlotte, sorry, I'm just going to answer this question because it's the second time you've said it. Anushka, have you seen Great Santini or Mummy Dearest yet? I've seen Mummy Dearest, but not the Great Santini. So no, I will have to watch those movies. Sorry, Pele. Yeah, so look, you know, there's no emotion here. Like there's no connection. This guy is going to go through the same thing that you have done. He's going to fall in love with her. She's going to fool him. Because this is what they do. You know, like female narcissists are very seductive. You know, they're very beautiful. They spend a lot of energy and effort, you know, on their appearance. And they're very sexy, you know, like they're gorgeous. Again, because they spend a lot of time and a lot of energy on their appearance. And that's how they reel the guys in, you know. And that's what's happened here. Like, how can you do that? Like, think about it, right? If you are a healthy human being, you go on a date, you know, and you have this lovely date, this lovely time with your fiance, and then the next week you're kissing some other guy. Like, hello? That is not normal. That is not healthy. You don't just disconnect and cut someone off like that. Like that doesn't happen. That isn't normal. That isn't healthy for someone to do that. Connection doesn't happen like that. When you are in a relationship with someone, you know, when you have feelings for someone, that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in that way. Sean, you're right. Should have sold it. Yes, but I know that you're in pain at the moment and it's not anything that you have done. This isn't abandonment. It's not that she didn't want you. It's not that she didn't fancy you. It's not that she didn't want any of this. It's just that she can't. Like, she's not healthy. She's not okay. And if you think about it, like people don't just do that. You don't just, you know, that you're in this relationship and you just go and sleep with someone else. You just go and drop your ex-fiance for some other guy. It's not normal. That means it says to me that there wasn't a connection. There isn't, because they don't connect to themselves on a deeper level. You know? What you need to do is you need to understand who she is. And understands that it's not just you that she does this to, it's going to be everybody that she meets. Every guy that she is ever with, this is going to be their fate. This is what's going to happen. So it's about you separating emotionally from this and understanding that it's not anything that you have done wrong that has caused this, right? This is who she is. This is what they do. And this is what I'm saying. You've got to now, you know, harness your power, your energy, and rise in that, okay? This isn't about staying in victim mentality. You guys are not victims. You're not victims of circumstance. When you're a victim, okay, you don't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it because you don't have the means to do it, but you do, and you guys are not victims, all right? You can, and you have choice. You can make a difference. You know, this is what it's about. These people... right, these narcissists, they're not going to be able to make a difference in their lives. This is who they are. This is what they will do. They just move through people. They collect people and then they just leave them. That's what they do. Because, why? There's no connection. There's no connection to themselves. There's no connection to others. It's like, what can you do for me? Like, I need this. Do this for me. That's what it's about. You know, so... it's not about staying in victim mentality. Yes, it's hurtful. Yes, you don't deserve it. And yes, like it really confuses you and you don't understand. But one thing that you do have is choice in this situation. All right. You've got to rise in your own power. This is your life. What you're gonna spend it thinking about this person, thinking about like how you're gonna try and get them back. Like, why have they done this to me? They did this to you. It's done. This is what they are. This is what they do. They done this. All right. This was their choice. This is what they do. And it's about understanding that and really looking at it and thinking, all right, do you know what? I need to do something about this, and I need to choose me. Okay. I need to choose me. All right. Not, thinking about how you're going to change the situation or how you're going to make it better. This is not about you having to change someone or change a situation. This is about you and your growth. What are you going to do for yourself today? Like, how are you going to grow? What are you doing to put steps in place? Where do you want to be this time next week, this time next month, this time 3 months, 6 months, a year? Like, again, this is your life. You take it in the direction that you want. You make those choices. And it's about, do you know what? It's about also detachment, all right? Detachment from the circumstance, because this is what keeps you stuck in victim mentality, all right? You're not victims. You're not victims, all right? It keeps you stuck and it makes you believe that you are powerless when actually you're the one that has the power in this situation. You have the power to say, no more, I'm done. Like this, I know you're not going to change. Like, I know it's not me. I know it's not anything that I have done, that I can't, it's not my responsibility to fix you. Because that's what they do. They keep you prisoner on, with your heart, on your heartstrings, and it's like it pulls on them. But you've got to see the wood from the trees here, guys, because these people don't change. They want you to keep stuck. You know why they want to keep you stuck? Because, do you know what? Because you keep serving them. You keep giving them what they want. And that is your attention, your time, your energy, your money, anything else that motivates them. They want that. Don't think that just because they're reaching out, they're like, oh, we're sorry. We're really sorry for what we did. Like, I'm laughing. I know I'm laughing. I'm being facetious here, but that is like their mentality. It's like they tell you what you want to hear. But there isn't any change that is going to happen. Okay? This isn't going to change. So you got to think about you. You got to harness that power back to you. What do you want? Where do you want to be this time next year? Do you know where I want to be? I want to be away in a hot country living my best life. That's what I want to do. Oh, I'm doing that. I'm doing that now. So look, you know what? Again, it's choice. All right? It's choice. It's what you want. It's what you want. Thank you so much, Francesca. Thank you for your support. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's really kind of you. Thank you. Your life, your energy, your time is yours. Okay? Not only is that being taken away from you, but also think about your mental well-being, your mental state. Because you know what you're doing is you're going round and round in circles because you're trying to figure out a way out of this situation. The only way out is you. All right? You're not going to be able to fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed. You can see that there is something not okay with this person because they don't have the same morals. They don't have the same thoughts. They don't behave the same way that you do. So, you're spending your time thinking, how am I going to make this person better? Like, I want to help them. Like, I want to be able to help them. Like, I know what's wrong. I know what they need to do. They don't care. They don't care. They do what they do because they don't want to change because it gets their needs met. They get all of their needs met because you do what they need you to do for them. And that's why. So they don't care that you want to save them. They don't care that you want to help them. The longer that you do that and you stay in that mentality, the longer you stay the victim in this situation. And do you remember what I said? You're not victims. You have choice. You can move forward from this. Are you educating yourselves? Like, are you understanding what is going on for you? Do you know what this experience has been about? Are you speaking to somebody, someone that's going to help you. Pele, thank you so much. Thank you. Is there a narcissist handbook? Why do they follow the same steps? Yeah, do you know what? We obviously didn't get that memo. We didn't get that book. Not that we wanted it. Do you know what I mean? But yes, do you know what? Yes, there must be this narcissistic handbook because they all behave in the same way. They all do the same things. But that is because, think about it, right? Have you experienced trauma, in childhood, your body, your brain, your emotions, your soul is going to react in the same way. There's going to be disconnection. All right. And so when somebody is disconnected from themselves, all right, this is the way that they act. They have to affect other people because they need to know that this other person cares about them, like this person wants them, like this. That's why they do it, because that is the validation that they're looking for. They need to be able to trigger you. They need to be able to make you feel a certain way so that you're feeling bad in yourself, and then they take that energy. That's basically what it's about. That's why they do it. And so it's because of this disconnect, because of this trauma from their childhood that actually happens. Not Kylo Ren, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your support. Right, so they say, bottom line, a healthy relationship is work. Oh my God, yes. But it's not impossible. I didn't mean it like, oh my God, yes. I meant like, yes, it's work, but it's in a good way. But it shouldn't be difficult. Thank you. Yes, that's right. If someone wants to be with you, they will stick with you. And their apology is for them, not you. It's for their guilt. Correct. Yes. When people feel guilty, they will be sorry and they won't do it again. That's basically what sorry means. Like, you realize the error of your way and you make that change and you don't do it again because you don't want to hurt that person because you care about them. And yes, guilt is a killer. It makes you feel absolutely awful. It makes you feel like you're a rotten human being. But you know what? If you can put it right, then that is amazing. And that actually, that's what narcissistic people feel, is shame and guilt. And those two things combined, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes, because they're never going to be able to do anything about it. Like, they cannot do anything about shame and guilt. This is why they affect other people. I don't know if you've ever heard of the saying, hurt people hurt people. And I think that is so profound. People who are hurt are going to hurt other people because that is their way of being. So if you think about it, the narcissist is going to hurt you because they're already damaged, hurt people. So they're going to damage you. So again, do you stay in this victim mentality like, oh, how do I let them go? You let them go. Gone. Goodbye. Yes, they've hurt you. No, you didn't deserve it. But this is about you making that choice. Like, what is it that you want from your life? They are vampire. They are vampire energy all the way. So true. Guys, if you're enjoying this, please, please, please press the like button. My voice is going. Do you know what? Sunday I was writing my book, guys. Do you know how good it feels to get back to writing? I was sat on this chair, probably for about 5 or 6 hours. My bum went numb. Yes, it did. I didn't sit on a pillow because it's like too wobbly. Anyway, these chairs are not comfortable, but they're all right. And I was writing, and then it was raining as well, and that sound of rain was so soothing. I was sitting here and there's like a door over there that it kind of opens onto a balcony, and I opened that door and it was just so nice. It was so peaceful because outside there where I am, it's quite noisy. Not that noisy, but quite noisy. And, it wasn't noisy. It was quite peaceful because everyone was inside. And so, yeah, and I just stood out there listening to the rain. Like, I don't know if you guys are on my Insta, like I did post a little story about it. But yeah, like it was so nice. It was so peaceful. Not like, I don't know, in the UK, it's just cold. I know that those of you who are watching from the UK, it's freezing. It's so nice to not have to wear like a thick puffer jacket, like so much clothes. It's so nice because you can sit in the sun. I was sitting in the sun yesterday in the square, And it was so lovely. So yes, so literally this book, I've written the first chapter, which I'm very, very happy about. Like the first chapter, I think, is always the hardest one to do. But now I have so much more to write. Like I have so much to kind of tell you guys. So much. Like I cannot wait for this book to be done. But what I'm trying to say is I'm enjoying the journey. Yes, rain sounds for me. Like if I can't sleep, that's what I listen to is rain, thunder and rain. I love it. And there was a thunderstorm that Sunday, like 2 days ago. But it's not like the ones in UK, which are like little thunder, like little lightning or whatever. This was like a proper, like full blown one. But it was nice. It was just very soothing to listen to. Yes. So if Sean says it's been raining so much in the UK lately, I'm so glad I'm not there. Sorry, don't mean to say it like that. But I'm so glad I'm not there. It's been a relief to have some dry weather, even if it's freezing cold. Like I cannot stand the cold. I think I need to migrate to warmer climates. That's what I need to do. So yes, this book. I'm enjoying the process. Not gonna lie, I'm enjoying the process. Sorry, look, this is me trying to get comfortable on these chairs. Like, it's not fun. But it's okay, guys. You know what? We're all here. And we're learning. We're going to get through this. We're going to let these pieces of go. All right? Because they're no good in your life. They just take. You know what? They're stealing from you. They're just robbing from you. That's what they're doing. And you're going to let someone rob from you? Like, would you let someone come into your bank account and take your month's wages? I'd be so angry. That's what they're doing. They're just robbing off you. Something that is not rightfully theirs, something that you weren't willing to give, they have taken. That's what they do. So, again, you're going to let these people do this to you. You're going to allow them to, like waste your time. So, yeah, you have choice. You have choice, guys. You have so much choice. So again, this is your power. You standing in your power. That's what it's about. All right? It's about you knowing who you are, what it is that you want. There's already so many people out there that are not only just a narcissist, but so many other people that put other people down. Like, our society is so traumatized. There's so much anxiety out there. Like, do you know what? Even here, like even when I'm here, I'm walking around, you can feel people's anxiety. Like people, when someone is really anxious, they buzz. I don't know, like if any of you have ever realized that, like when somebody is really anxious, they're like shaking the whole time, shaking. And there's a lot of that in our society because everyone is in fear-based mentality. Everyone is kept in fear. Do you know why? And think about it, this is what they did to you. If you're kept in fear, you become malleable, meaning you become easy to manipulate. All right? And when you're easy to manipulate, you can believe anything. And that's what they do. That's what they're doing, is they are trying to manipulate the situation, and again, that this is what's happening, in our society, fear-based mentality. You can't think for yourself, like you don't feel confident in yourself. And this is what I'm saying. You've got to be that light, for other people. Yes, you've gone through this awful thing. Yes, this person has done this to you. Like, no, you didn't deserve it. I mean, because you came in to this relationship, with a pure heart, pure intentions, but that was taken away. That was taken away by betrayal, all right? So it's about you turning your pain into power. Yes, it can be done. Your pain is turned into power. You stand tall, you hold your head up, and you know what? You dust yourself off and you keep walking. That's what you do. You don't lay there in the dust waiting for somebody else to kick you down. This is going to take practice. This is going to take time. Like, this is about you navigating your thoughts. This is about you thinking about things in a completely different way. Yes, there are going to be days where you're like, yes, I'm on top of the world. Yes, I'm smashing it. But you know what? There's going to be other days where you don't feel like that. And that's okay, because it is a journey. It's a roller coaster ride. But it's about you making the right choices for you, where you want to go, where you want to be. Concentrate on yourself. Don't even think about them. Let them go. Let them burn in the dust. Like, who cares? Goodbye. You know, and that is the only option you have. Otherwise, what? You've seen other people when they stay in victim mentality. What happens to them? They become depressed, anxious, mental health takes over, addictions, all the rest of it. They become engulfed in those thoughts when they're thinking like they had no choice. They cannot move forward. They can't do anything for themselves. When actually, do you know what? That is the biggest lie. Like, you have the power. You have choice. Do you know how powerful we actually are? And isn't it funny that this is never taught to us? Isn't it funny that no one ever says, do you know what? You can rise up. You can do this. You know what? You have this. No one, like in our schools, for example, why aren't our children taught this? They don't know this. And this is such a shame, because this is a new generation coming up and these kids don't even know how to self-soothe, how to make themselves feel better. Like mental health, psychology isn't taught. It's a specialist subject in schools. Why aren't children taught that? Why aren't we taught that? You know, about ourselves, how to regulate our own emotions, how to spot red flags. I mean, that's probably better than home economics, learning how to cook cherry pie. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, okay, cherry pie is great to learn, but like these are the building blocks, or learning algebra, like X equals Z. I mean, does any of you ever use that now still? Because like, I don't. But yeah, this is about you putting that time in to educate yourself. You know, like you have to do this for you. You know, because this is you this is you fighting for your life, getting your life back together. That's what this is about. This person come into your life, you know, they don't know who you're messing with, did they? They didn't know who they were messing with. They thought that you were going to crash and burn and just, you know, lay there in the mud. Do you know what I mean? That's what they thought, but no, they underestimated you. And look where you are now. Look what you're doing now. You are here, you're with this supportive community, we're here, we're talking about it, you know? And isn't it funny? It's not funny, but it's funny. It's not funny that our society has become quite narcissistic, quite psychopathic. No connection, disconnection. That's what we're breeding, disconnection. You know, you've got to be better than the other person. There's always this competition, this hierarchy, this power, the power to be able to control someone. And if you're in control, then you're winning at life. Why does it have to be like that? Why does life have to be like that? And that's what I'm saying. This is what is echoed out in the wider community, in society. You know, you trade your time, your precious time, for money. Not only is that taking away your time, and this is what I mean, you have to connect back to yourself. You have to think about, what is it that you want from your life? Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? Geez, do you know what? Like, I'll tell you something. When I ran away, all right, it's just a little bit, I'm not going to say the whole story. When I ran away, I literally was in this amazing job. I really loved it. I was working in the prisons. It was Brixton Prison in London, South London, and I loved it. Working with some real nasty people, you know, doing some therapy with them, like they were psychopaths. And they were convicts, you know, like they'd done some really bad things. But, you know, we were doing group work, and I had to up and leave that job. I had to just literally run for my life, literally. So I left all of that behind. And then, you know, I moved, and I was thinking, well, what am I going to do now? Like, all my life and everything's like there. Like, what do I do? And this is what I mean. I turned that pain into power. I thought to myself, do you know what? I want to help people. I want to educate them. It can't just be me that has gone through this. There has to be more people. Like, you know, no one's talking about this. And so I started talking about it. And look, this is what I mean. You have to make those choices for you. It's not, you know, like the path may not be clear at that time, but you've just got to believe. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe that actually, you know what, you are going to be guided. You are going to reach that true potential, you know, of yourself. But you've got to see the wood from the trees. You've got to stop thinking, oh, maybe. There's no maybes. There's no maybes, all right? None of that. I feel like a teacher telling you guys off, but I'm not. I'm just saying there's no maybes. You've got to go forward in your life. You've got to go forward. If they, you know what, if they throw you out the door, you've got to come back in through the window. Do you know, that's what you got to do. You do not give up. You are survivors. Survivors don't give up. You are here because you have gone through this ordeal and now you are moving forward. You are educating yourselves, okay? And you are moving forward. That's what this is about. This is no time to crumble and think about the past. The past is gone. It's done. You're never going to get it back. It remains in the past. It only remains in your memories. And you have the choice whether you want to recall your memory or whether it stays in the past back there. Team Awima, thank you so much for your support. I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you. Have some anger since I realized what really happened. I feel so used, violated after I gave up my love and body. He thinks it's nothing, just a game to him. Right. So your anger is not misplaced, Team Awima. Let me tell you that now. That's your body telling you that something is not okay. And it's good. I know it's uncomfortable, but it's good. Sit in that anger. It will go. I promise you it will go. Okay? And the fact that, you know, you feel so used and violated and you gave your love and your body, right? Take your power back. Take your power back. Do you know what? He thought he could mess with you. He thought that he could do this to you. Oh, he was wrong. Oh my God, he was wrong. Because you know what? You're going to rise up. He didn't take everything. He didn't take anything he didn't take that from you. All right. He didn't take that. It's all about perspective. All right. You still have you. You still have your body. You've got to purge yourself of him. Like, I feel like energetic cutting of like these energetic cords and things. I think that will really help you feel better. But you know what? He made a mistake doing that, because you know what? You're going to rise in your power. You can get rid of that feeling. What I would say to you is, yes, sit in that anger. I know it's not comfortable. But you got to do this for you. You've got to, sometimes it might help like moving about. That helps to like going to the gym. It helps with the anger. Maybe Pilates, maybe yoga, maybe some running. Do you know what? Even jumping on the spot, like doing star jumps. That really helps, because what it does is it helps to move the trauma through the body. Basically, that's why. That's what happened. So this is what you've got to think about, is you've got to bring your power back to you. Jill, thank you. Thank you for your support. Oh, and thank you for your message. Oh, bless you. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Big hug, big hug. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Oh. That's made my day. Thanks. So yeah, your power is yours to keep. It is your birthright. You're born with it. But you've got to harness that power. This is you. And again, no one's going to tell you this. No one's going to say, oh yeah, you know what, you got to do this or you got to do that. Like, no one tells you this. This is something that you have to harness. Does that mean that you take time out, maybe to meditate, maybe to think, maybe to process, all of these thoughts, all of this, like maybe journaling? You got to do things that make you feel good. Do you know, for example, I go to the gym. I haven't, because I'm here. I haven't done that, and I really miss it. I've got to say that I actually really miss it. But I love lifting weights. You wouldn't believe it. Like, you probably wouldn't think that I do, but it's not because I'm trying to build muscle or I'm trying to, be really strong or whatever. It's just the, that achievement of lifting something. Like, it really helps me to focus, because when I first started doing that, I always thought, I can't do it. I can't lift 40K. Like, I can't, like, that's too heavy. I can't do it. And then what you do is you start little by little. So, you start off at 20, then maybe 25, maybe 30, and you build on the weights. And you notice that I can lift them. I can lift them. Like, I could lift those weights. And for me, it's like a sense of achievement, and it's focus, isn't it? Like, you direct your thoughts and your attention and you focus, and you think, I'm going to do it. I'm going to lift it. And you know, when you lift those weights, those of you that do it, like when you lift those weights, you feel bloody amazing. You feel so good. So that for me really works. You know, like obviously I always talk about this. I love my horse riding. Again, I haven't been able to do it for some time because obviously I can't do that here. But you know, obviously when I get back to the UK, I will be doing that. Hopefully it's not freezing. I'm so used to the weather here, but I'm going to I am going to do that. Have you learnt any Greek words? Yes, I have, but obviously I'm not going to say them on here. I have. I've learned a lot more actually as I've gone on. Yes. I need to be able to string a sentence together. That's what I need to be able to do next. Maybe another trip. Anyway, so yeah, so this is what I mean. It's about you doing what you need to do. Yeah, exercise makes you focus on yourself. It's creating a healthy habit that drives you forward. Yes, absolutely. You're very welcome, Cindy. I'm so glad that I've been able to help. This is what this is about. It's been so good. So good. Yes, this is, and this is about the connection to yourself. Like this is making, you know, like your soul, you thrive. All right. This is about you thriving. This is about you doing the best that you can. Degas, I can't say the name. I'm sorry, but thank you. Degas 06. Sorry, I couldn't say the name, but thank you so much. Darren, sorry if I missed it. When is the book coming out? Darren, I've only just written chapter 1. I'm sorry. I've written chapter 1. I'm going to be doing chapter 2 tomorrow. I'm going to be sitting here and I'm going to write it. Not all of it, just a little bit. I don't know when it's going to come out. I'm thinking maybe this time next year or maybe the year after that, but I do want to write it. Like I'm doing it. Guys, it's not impossible, but it's hard, like trying to, like navigate your time to write this book, but I'm doing it. It's happening. How long have I been saying this, guys? Like, how long have I been saying, I'm writing this book? It's going to be done. Like, I'm doing it. You guys have to encourage me because sometimes I just don't feel like writing. But yes. Miri, I'm so glad that they have. I'm so glad that the videos have helped. And this is what I mean. Like, I just want to get this information out there. Guys, please like. If you haven't liked this live, please do, because this information is going to go far and wide to more people out there. Please, please, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? Please subscribe. You won't regret it. Honestly, like the content that's coming out, like the ideas and everything that's coming out is just different. Have you guys noticed like the different style? I probably have done it now for about, I don't know, like a month or two. But yes, what are you thinking of the new style? Sorry, I've got to get comfortable. These chairs. This is why I keep moving about. Alexander says, but how, where's that gone? How can I block my ex? You just got to do it. You just got to block them. Because what are you going to keep doing? Like allowing them to come back into your life? Like if you've got children, all right, different story. You have to be very boundaried because they're going to ask you, they're going to say, oh, how are you? What are you doing? They're going to ask you all this emotional stuff and you've got to just cut them dead. Like, this is a business deal now because this is going to be mind games. If you allow them back in, this is going to be mind games. Are you up for playing mind games? More time, more energy, more of your emotion taken away from you. And all of that work that you've done, all of that hard thing that you have, spent time getting over this person, moving forward, and they're just gonna come in and take that away from you. No, you've got to protect yourself. No one else is gonna do it for you. You have to do it for you. You need to be able to protect you, and this is about boundaries. This is about putting these things in place because blocking is the way forward, 100%. And I'll tell you something. Do you know, like, literally a month from now, 2 months from now, okay, you're going to be like, I'm so glad I did that. Even like 6 months from now, you're going to be like, I'm so glad I did that. And those of you that have got children with the narcissist, you basically have to be really boundaried. Remember, you got to talk to them like this is a business. All right, this is a business deal. No, hello, how are you? How are you feeling? Is everything okay? Da-da-da-da. No, it's like, all right, here's the kids. Fine, bye, have a nice time. You know, and so they stick to the boundaries. That's how you've got to be. You just got to be, you know, like, you got to put that barrier up, because otherwise they will worm their way in like snakes. So, yeah, standing in your power, rising up, stand tall, you know, head up. That's what this is about. You know, there's so many things out there that are trying to bring you down. You know, so many things out there that affect your energy. You know, like, it's like what I was saying, you know, like when you go out into society, you see people, most people have got anxiety. Like, I'm talking literally 99% of society has anxiety. I have never met anyone who doesn't. And how sad is it to say that? Do you know what I mean? Like, how sad is it to say that, you know, these people have anxiety? And do you know what? It's becoming, do you know what I have noticed? It's becoming younger and younger people who have got these mental health issues. And this is all because, you know, of fear-based mentality, like fear-based thinking. Not only are the kids' parents, you know, in fear, because there's a lack. Fear is all about having a lack of something. Is it lack of money? Is it lack of not having enough food on the table, not being able to pay for bills? You know, and this affects the whole family. This affects the whole household. And these children grow up thinking that they are in lack. None of us are in lack. None of us, if we're not living the life that we want right now, how are you going to change it? Because it's not going to change just like that. You know, just because you're wishing that you had something different. How are you going to change your life? What steps are you going to put in place to make that happen? Because again, like I keep saying, you have choice. You have choice. Are you living the life that you want right now? Are you happy with everything that's going on in your life right now? So what are you going to do to change it? How are you going to change that? What are you going to do? How is that going to happen? What steps are you going to put in place? You know, so if you don't like, for example, where you're living, what are you going to do? You can move. You can change. If you don't like the way that your body looks, what are you going to do? Eat more cherry pie with cream or custard? Or are you going to get yourself down to the gym and start a workout plan, you know, healthy routine, get your mindset right? Because everything begins with mindset. And this is why I keep saying, educate yourselves. Go and do the research, read about it, learn about it. It doesn't happen, you know, by chance. And you know what? All of this information that, you know, you are seeking is out there for free. You can access all of that information. You can have that. You can learn that. And that is your power. That's how you rise in your power. This isn't about you, you know, staying the victim. If you don't like something in your life, change it. Leave them. Let them go. It's done. They're not worth it. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your energy. And they're certainly not worth your love. This is about healing, moving forward, and being with someone who really appreciates you, who feels, do you know what? Who feels proud. Feels very proud to be with you. That's what you deserve. Sean, you're absolutely right. Stop giving second chances. Second chances for what? Third, fourth, fifth? What, you're going to be on the 10th one? These people don't change. You have to let them go. There is no way, there is no other, way about it. Like, I wish I could say, if you do this and this, it's not going to hurt so much, so you can do that. But no, I'm not going to sit here and, make this out to be easy, because it's not. And I get it. It's not easy and it's hard. And it's kind of like it's like you've got to choose either yourself or them. And if you let go, it means that you live, you thrive. If you keep them in your life, you die. All right? You die. And literally, you do. Because you're constantly kept in fight or flight. Again, you've got adrenaline, cortisol that is rushing through your body. You know, because I said this earlier, that it is poison to your body. It affects your every cell in your body because it runs through your bloodstream. Your bloodstream literally goes all around your body. All right? Every organ, every muscle, it will affect it. All right? So that is what you need to think about. And do you remember what I was saying? You get heart problems, diabetes. Those things kill. So keeping the narcissist in your life is killing you. So who do you choose? You or them? What things are you going to start doing for yourself? What are you going to do? Are you going to start going to the gym? You're going to start eating healthy? Because that also is another way of looking after yourself, eating well. What kind of foods are you eating? Because that will affect your mood. That will affect a lot of things. I know that food in some countries just isn't as good as in others. I've got to say, like, the food here tastes so different than the food in the UK. Like, honestly, what was it? I was eating potatoes today. Potatoes. Just a simple potato. It tasted like a potato. In the UK, it just tastes like yellow mush thing, water. You can't taste it. But anyway, green foods. This is also very important. Green foods. Like, if you don't like eating loads of vegetables, juice them. I do juicing. I don't know, like, if you follow me on Insta, then I do a lot of juicing. Thank you, Krista Singh. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you. So green, because it alkalizes your system. If you have got a lot of cortisol and adrenaline, then the after effects of that would be anxiety, depression. That is all acidic to the body. So the body goes into illness if it has a pH balance that's so acidic. So what you need to do is you need to eat more alkaline-based foods. Like, for example, water that has a pH balance of like 8 and above. That's why I'm drinking this. Like, honestly, I found some today. I was so happy. I was like, yeah, I'm having that. These are the things that you need to look out for. This will also help to mend your cells from the inside out, right? It's going to help with sleep. Sleep. Oh my God, I don't know if you've read that book. I forgot what it's called. This is great. I forgot what it's called. It literally was written by a neuroscientist. And basically what he said in that book was the less amount of time that you spend asleep. All right, so really we should be sleeping 8 to 10 hours. And I guess like most of us are not getting that amount, I know that sometimes I don't. Sometimes my sleep is quite broken. Sometimes when I'm anxious, I can't sleep. I can't, like, it's really, really hard. But then what I'm saying to you is it's about routines. It's about getting your body used to, behaving in a certain way, right? Because you've got circadian rhythm, all right? And our circadian rhythm is so important. And if that gets mucked up, like, it's not impossible to put back right, but, it's not good. Really, really, guys, we should be actually, Really like work, like winding down to sleep from about 8 o'clock onwards. I know, like you lot are, oh my God, what? Yes, 8 o'clock onwards. I know, like today I'm not living by that, but your body's already winding down to go to sleep, and really we should be asleep at 10 p.m. Yes, guys, that's when our body is most responsive, like to induce sleep, because certain hormones are being produced and are being released in our body. So, and actually we should really be sleeping from like 10 till 6. I know, like 6 a.m. Who wakes up at that time? But I do sometimes, not always, not going to lie, not always. Recently it's been later and later, actually. Anyway, really we should be waking up at 6, because that's when our body, again, is to do with the timing, that the way that our body functions. It's to do with hormones that are being released. And that's what it's about. So it's about keeping in balance. Everything has to be in balance, guys. So if you're not eating correctly at the right time, usually when you are hungry, that's really important. Like knowing when you are hungry, knowing when is a good time to eat. And it's about really nourishing your body, because how is your body going to get better? Like if you're not giving it the right nutrients, the right substance, the ingredients, it's never going to get better. Okay, if you're eating junk food like McDonald's, for example, what kind of nutrients is that? Probably in the mayonnaise. Probably not even that. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying you can't eat McDonald's. Like, I'm not saying that. But what I'm trying to say is like, not all the time. You need to make smart choices. And that's what it's about. It's about being smart in your life. Smart choices, letting them go. That's a smart choice. Not eating McDonald's every day is a smart choice. Drinking water, substituting it then from like, fizzy drinks. That's a smart choice. It's about doing these things that are going to help you. This is going to elevate. This is going to bring you on a higher vibration. And that's what this is about. It's about you vibrating on a higher level. All right? High value people. That's how you get there. You will see that your skin changes. You will see that the way that you think changes. You will see that you will have more energy to do things. You will want to do things. You will feel inspired. This is the life. This is where you want to get to. Live by inspiration. Like, look at other people who are already living that life, who are already doing that. What steps do you need? What steps do you need to take to be able to get to that place? Now, the foundation of all of that is mindset, food, and sleep. Oh, my nose. Otherwise, where can you go from there? How can you elevate your energy, your vibration? You can see some people who have got such high energy, who have got it, like who are living that life, who are doing what they want to do, who don't feel trapped, who don't feel constrained. Like, look at those people. Look at what they have done to get themselves there, and learn by example, or live by example. It doesn't mean that you can't have that. It doesn't mean that you're not entitled to do that. But remember, if you're going to stay in victim mentality and have these people around you, you're going to take on their energy. You're going to take on the way that they think. They're going to take your energy away from you. Your energy is yours. It's not there to be taken by someone else, someone to rob it from you. Do you know what I mean? And take it from you. It's not there for sale or for someone to take. That's yours. That's what you've worked on. So the longer that you have these people in your life, this is what they're doing. They're stealing from you. So this is about you really understanding this and thinking, okay, I choose myself. I need to move forward. This is what this is about. Like, I need to raise my energy, raise my vibration. And I tell you something. Once they see that you are living your best life, you're vibrating on a higher level, you've got money in the bank, you are living your life, you're free, they're going to want to come back. Why not? Why would they not want to come back and see you? And this isn't about you doing it for them. This is about you doing it for you. This is about you raising in your power for you. That's what this is about. This isn't about anything else. You're doing this for you. You are saving your life. You are elevating in your life. Show people what you're made of. That you're not just someone that is going to get walked on by someone else. I mean, really, by a narcissist. You're going to allow them to do that to you. You're going to allow them to make you stay down there. Think all of this. No. You're better than that. You deserve more than that. You know that. So like I said, the longer that you have these people in your life, the more that they will take your energy, and it will prevent you from raising in your vibration. It doesn't matter how many green leaves you eat. If this person is in your life, they're going to take that energy from you. They are vampires. They are vampires because they can't do it for themselves, so they steal it from you. That's what they do. Block and block. And did I mention block? Let them go. And this is, like last week I was talking about trauma bonds. And it's the same recipe. Yes, they shouldn't have done it. They betrayed you and it bloody hurts. But that's what they do. It's mind games, my friends. It's mind games. That's what they're playing with you. They haven't changed. They don't change. How can someone be like this and not do anything about it? People don't change. You don't change just like that. Well, because one day you've woken up on the left side of bed and think, I feel like I'm going to change. No, you got to do the work. And this is what I'm saying for you guys, to do the work, to raise your vibrations, to get to the level that you want to be. You're going to attract all of this stuff into your life. Believe me, I know. When you are in a different vibration, you attract so much into your life. Believe me, I know. I have lived it a few times. And so that's when you realize that actually you can manifest, you can have anything that you want. Honestly, it does work. You want a new BMW car? Manifest it. You want to go, I don't know, to a beautiful place in the world like Bali or the Caribbean? Manifest it. Make it happen. You want to be free? You want to be free of this narcissist? Manifest it. But you've got to be in the right vibrational state to be able to have this attraction to you. Remember, when you're manifesting, you have to have detachment, because it's all about, you're thinking about the outcome, what it is that you want. You don't know, you can't see, the path is not clear, you cannot see the way that it is, so you have no expectations, and it's all about detachment. Whatever happens, happens, but and I know that I'm going to have that. And that's the way that you've got to think. That's the way that you do it. Okay? No expectation. When we have expectations, we will always get disappointed because people don't behave the way that we want them to do. But we shouldn't want to control them. We don't control people. That's what narcissists do. We don't control. We have no expectations of the outcome, but we just know that we're going to get that BMW. We're going to get, that to go on that holiday. We're going to have that life. It's about believing in yourself and knowing that that journey is going to take us right to where we need to be. We need to be open. We need to be open to be able to receive it. But the thing is, we have to have detachment when it comes to manifestation. Because if we get too hung up on, how are we going to do it? How's this going to happen? How's this going to do? You can't. So you got to detach. So Maria says, does it help working on our own childhood traumas to stop feeling attracted to the same people again? Yes. So the thing is, if you've had childhood traumas, it's about understanding what they were. You've also got to understand what your triggers are, because your triggers are going to control you. Sure, there are some triggers that you're going to be able to work through and you're going to know what they are. But to be honest with you, we're not going to know 100% of our triggers all the time. Sometimes they do creep up on you, when you least expect, and you're like, oh my God. So it's about understanding what they are so that they don't control you. They don't control you. And it's about really understanding where they have come from. Like what is it? Like, why is it? What do you feel? That's what I'm saying. Because if we know what our triggers are, they won't control us. And it can be, I was just thinking that our childhood traumas, all of us have got them. Like, there isn't a person who doesn't. Everyone's got some sort of trauma from childhood. And working through that, like understanding, what that is and what has happened. I mean, it's hard to go back in time and like really revisit that, you know. And what I will say is a lot of our parents were also traumatized. They, you know, they didn't know. They tried their best. But again, this is what I'm saying, you know, like our society that has been, you know, like coming up through the ages, like our society is very traumatized. Trauma disconnects us from ourselves. And when we're disconnected, we become different. We're not authentic who we are. And it keeps us stuck, which makes it easier for us to be controlled, to be told lies, illusion, politicians, governments, illusions like the narcissist. But I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. I really love you. We can make it work this time. Illusions. And so this is what I mean. When you are in that higher vibration, you're going to be able to see it. You're going to be able to know what is going on because you're going to feel it, because you're going to believe, because you're going to know. It's about knowing and sitting in that knowing. Remember, the path is not always clear where you want to go, but it's sitting in that knowing. So it's about really seeing, you know, the lies, the illusion, what these, you know, like what are the intentions of these people? Because they're never pure and it's never told. And like I think, you know, going forward, when you are embodied in yourself, all right, and you go forward and you're thinking, oh my God, if I'm going to meet another narcissistic person, chances are maybe you will. But what you will know is you will see the red flags. You will see when someone is trying to deceive you. You will see when someone's heart is not pure. You'll know because you'll feel it. That is what you need to remember. That is what is happening here. Okay? You'll be able to see the wood from the trees. Because you have come to this point, you've come to this place where actually now you recognize it. You know what's going on. You're in a place that you recognize. And that's what's important. Maria says, can trauma cause us to push people to abandon us? Triggers can. Our triggers come from our trauma. Yes, it can, because we get scared. And of course, when we are scared, when we are in fear, we do push people away. That does happen. We do become, you know, like scared in that fear-based mentality. It can cause us to basically regress back to childhood in that given moment. And what happens is you just feel stuck and you don't know how to get out of it because of this childhood trauma, because of this that you have experienced. But it's understanding that if that is the case, like if that is what's happened, Maria, then what you need to remember is what are those traumas? Like, how do you move forward? Like, what are those traumas that have caused you to, you know, behave like that or do that, you know? So it's important for us to learn what our triggers are. This can be really helpful, like especially like if you go to, you know, a therapist, a counselor, or a psychologist, they'll help you to work through this, like who has understanding, you know, or has like experience of working in trauma. Like that will really, really help you, I do feel. But you know, like as far as like attracting narcissistic individuals, it's about you identifying earlier on what those red flags are. If someone doesn't feel right, like if someone's making you feel weird, I don't know, like just go. Because look, what is the point of being in a connection with someone or seeing someone or speaking with someone or being friends with someone when they don't make you feel good? Like when they're not giving you, you know, that good feeling, like that hope, that, you know, like that inspiration, that motivation. What's the point? Why would you want to be around that person? Because if they're taking that from you, then you're serving a purpose for that person. So then it's one-sided. So what I'm saying is learning what your triggers are, learning this can be really helpful and really quite insightful for you going forward. You know, that I think with narcissistic people, I think if you've been through it once, you'll be able to recognize if someone is one, because their behaviors are weird. I don't know. Like, that's how I would know. Like, they just behave differently. Like, they talk differently. Like, you know, when they say things, like when you listen to it, they say things that don't make sense. You're like, what? What are you talking about? You know, that's basically what I'm basically saying. So it's about really educating yourself on these red flags, raising your vibration, like raising your energy. How to do that? You know, you've got to eat and you've got to sleep. You've got to eat the right foods. You've got to look after yourself. You've got to nurture yourself. And this is what we're talking about: self-love, self-care. It's about being your own parent to yourself. Maybe you didn't have that when you were a kid. You didn't have parents that, you know, like really looked out for you, cared for you, gave you that emotional support. But that doesn't mean that you can't do that for yourself now. Of course you can. You've got that choice. You're not a kid anymore. You're not that child that was vulnerable and couldn't do that for themselves. Now you are older. You have choice. You have choice. And there's no one there controlling you. You can do what you need to do. So yes, educating yourself, doing the work, not feeding into the lies by the politicians and the news out there. Don't listen to that. And also, get yourselves a secondary income. You know, something that's passive income. You need to have multiple streams of passive income. Because your 9 to 5 is not going to make you rich. You're making somebody else rich. Okay? You need to have multiple streams of income, not just one, not just two, but multiple. And the way that you do that is you think about, what is it that you love doing? What is it that really makes your soul sing? Like, what do you like doing? And it's about thinking about how you can make income from that. How do you make that happen? So think about it. What can you do that makes you feel good? What are you going to do that's going to make you feel or elevate you? Because that's how you do it. When you become financially abundant in all areas of your life, like abundance, not just financial, not just money, but just, you know, financially free. That's right, John. Personal sovereignty. That's what it's about, setting yourself free. It's about freedom from all areas of your life, cutting those cords from all areas. When you feel free, you feel like you can achieve anything. And that gives you confidence, doesn't it? That gives you the confidence. You don't even want to look back because you're not the same person that you were, you know, back in the day, back in the past. You're not that person anymore. You've changed, you've grown, you've educated yourself, you've elevated yourself. You know, you don't give up. You're not a quitter. You got to keep going. That's what life is about. You've got to keep going. You're not just going to lay down and take it just because someone said you should, or someone said you were this. And anyway, who is that person anyway? Are they really that important? Were they really that significant? You have to navigate this, okay, in a way that is going to make sense to you. Things that I'm talking about here are just suggestions, all right? But ultimately, the end goal is freedom, isn't it? You're looking for freedom in all aspects. okay? Not to be tied down, not to be, like constrained with something. This is about freedom, whether it's emotional, whether it's psychological, whether it's financial. It's at the end of the day, it's freedom, because it's going to elevate you. It's going to make your soul sing. And that is what is really important here. You've got to allow this to work for you. What is it that you want? What is it that you need from your life? How are you going to achieve it? Because it's there for you, for the taking. You can do this. Oh, my nose. It's for you to take, for you to have. You deserve it. You don't have time to be thinking about the narcissist. You don't have time to be thinking about, should I let them go or should I not? No, because you're too busy thinking about your own life and elevating yourself. That's where you are. That's where you need to be. So the choice is really simple. The choice is you. That's what you need to be thinking. And it's about how, it's about how you get there as well. Like I said, the path is not always clear, but just know and believe that actually you will get to that point. So it's just believing that you will. And this will really help as well in terms of your mental health, your mental well-being. Because if you're constantly thinking about them, thinking how can I change this situation? What can I do? This isn't a situation for you to change. It isn't about thinking about how. It's not your responsibility. It's not for you to change. You can't change somebody else. Somebody else wants to change. It's not about you wanting to change that person, because again, that's about controlling someone. Not that you're toxic, not that you want to control them, but that's about controlling someone. We don't want to control people. These people need to make their own choices. So trying to fix someone, trying to get them to see the error of their ways, there's no point. You need to concentrate on yourself. That's what you need to do. You need to move through this yourself. Guys, if you're enjoying this live, please press the like button. So I've been filming a lot of my YouTube content here in my apartment here. And I've had some real breakthroughs. I've done quite a bit here already. I've been here now, how long has it been? 2 weeks? I've already started writing my book, producing videos every day, apart from the weekends, because I give you guys a break. You need to do things for yourself, So it's been great. I think I'm going to be here for another few more weeks, and then I will return to the cold UK. I will spend Christmas in the UK. So yeah, and then I think I'll be off in the new year somewhere. I don't know where, but I will go. So yes, that's what I will be doing. So this is what I mean. I'm doing things that I want to do. I'm doing things that make me happy. Things that I'm not saying these things that, I've not done them myself or I've not seen the results from them. Honestly, everything that I've said today is I've lived it. I've experienced what you guys have experienced. And this is what I'm saying. Letting someone go isn't easy, but at the end of the day, you've got to make that choice, because these people are just they're poison. They just take, and they don't care. Because they got their needs met, so why would they care? Why do they care about you? You're not significant, and so that's what I'm saying. This is what I mean. It's you got to raise your vibration. You got to educate yourself. You've got to know what is going on. You've got to understand yourself. You've got to connect back to yourself, because that is the only way that you are going to move through this. Because you have to develop that trust within yourself. And I know that this is one thing that is really affected, especially if you go through narcissistic abuse, and it's trust in other people, because you think everybody is going to harm you. Believe me, I've lived through that too. I understand that. But at the end of the day, It's like, is that what you're going to do? You're going to shy yourself away from others and you're not going to connect with other people. You're going to be so scared of being hurt. Then you're just going to be scared that you're going to be trapped in a prison, the prison that you have created, you know, in your own mind. The narcissist started, but then you've kind of continued to create that. Yeah, the narcissist says so many things, that you are this, you are that, like everything's your fault, you blame them, you done that, like you are to blame. Of course they're going to do that, because it's easier to blame someone else than take responsibility for things that you've done yourself. I mean, have they ever said sorry? Have they ever said sorry for anything that they've done? No. So what I'm saying is, you don't need to believe just, you know, what someone else says. Do it. You do. This is what I mean. Like, I've done this. This is why I'm saying this to you guys, that this works. Like, this method works. I wish that if any of whatever you take from this live today is that, I want you to know that you have the power and the choice to do whatever it is that you want to do, and you so can do it. I mean, that is the message that I want you to know. When you let go of this toxic person who is just clinging onto your energy, who is an energy vampire, who is taking from you, robbing from you, right? The longer that you keep this person in your life, the longer that your energy is going to be affected, right? This is going to stop you from moving into that power that is your birthright, that you already have, right? You've got to raise in that vibration. That is your birthright. That's what is going to elevate you. That's where it's going to get you to the next level. And honestly, when you get to that next level, you will see how magical life is. But you've got to make these opportunities happen for yourself. No one out there is going to save you. No one out there is going to present these opportunities for you. It just doesn't happen like that. Like, things don't just fall into people's laps. People have to work for it. It does happen. And also, if it did, right? If it did land in your lap, how much value would you place on it if it landed on your lap? You would think that it's easy, and then you wouldn't want to do it because it's just been easy. You've achieved it easily. There has to be pain for growth. Like, you have to go through pain to shake things up. And remember, pain doesn't last forever. It's horrible, don't get me wrong. It's horrible when you're in it, but it doesn't last forever. You still move through it, you know, and you get to the other side. Charlotte says, Anushka, did you know you favour British beauty Sally Ann Field? Do I? I don't know who that is. I'll look her up after the live. I'll have a look at the actress. I don't know who she is, but I'll have a look. Thank you. Thank you. You seriously develop diseases and sickness being with them under your control. Yes. Think about they're energy vampires, so their energy will affect you. Think about it already. Like, when they start to gaslight you and they start to make you believe their reality. That's what I mean. They are affecting the way that you see reality. So they affect the way that you think. I think I talked about this in the last video that I did, what I learned living in the Narcissist. That is what I was talking about. Like, when they gaslight you, you start seeing their world and you're like, oh my God, like, is this even real? Like, everything that I've thought about life was like this. And now it's that, like, is that even real? So this is what you need to think about. Like, this is what you need to really understand is, like, these people are affecting your energy, the way that you think, the way that you feel. They're telling you how to feel. They're trying to tell you how reality is. They're lying to you. Meanwhile, they're doing stuff behind your back. What are you letting go of? Kick them to the curb. Like, seriously, done. Trauma bond is not going to last forever. You know what it is. You know what you need to do. I've talked about this quite a lot, and I actually have a video coming out tomorrow all about 5 ways to get over a trauma bond. Watch that. The last live was all about trauma bonds as well, and I know that you guys are suffering with them. I know. But remember, it's about choice. You either choose them or you choose your life. You can't have both. Okay? They will take from you, you will give. or you get away and you give to yourself. I know which one sounds more attractive to me. So you need to remember that you have a choice in this. You have a choice how you want to go forward and what you need to do for you. Sorry, I am getting uncomfortable again on this chair. So please bear with me. There we go. You're so welcome. I'm glad that they are refreshing insights. You're very welcome. I'm glad they are helpful. So, my friends, tomorrow is another day, right? I know that we're all at different time zones. I know that we are all over the world. So tomorrow, let's start from tomorrow. Okay, it's midweek. What are you going to do? What are you going to do that makes you feel good? That's going to make you feel amazing. Okay, so for example, what I like doing is there's this really gorgeous Greek bakery shop. Yes, it's a shop. It's beautiful. I go there near enough like every day. And they make the most amazing cakes. Again, if you're on my Instagram, like I do take pictures of them. It's probably the only place. But their cakes are amazing. They're like a work of art. And I will go tomorrow and I will have a coffee every day because their coffees are really good. And I'm going to have one of their cakes. I haven't tried one of them yet. I know. I should. I know. So I'm going to do that for me tomorrow because that's going to make me feel good. They've also got, do you know what I do need to do? Is that they've got this gym here. I need to check it out. I need to go tomorrow and check out and see if I can just get, I don't know, like some open membership just for like a week or two. That'd be good. So yes, we'll maybe do some yoga or Pilates because that also, like, it really helps. I'm very much, you know, like when you're embodied, you always want to do like exercises because it helps to like, you know, loosen the muscles. You know, when I'm sitting here like typing away, writing, you know, my book or, you know, I'm talking with clients or whatever, you just sit in one position and my back. So yes, I think that's what I'm going to do. So these are the things that I'm going to do that's going to make me feel good. And I've also been going down to the water. Like, I've been sitting by the water, like the energy of that water is very, how do I say it? Like it flows, like it's so nice. I like just going near it and sitting there. Again, if you're on Instagram, like you will see, I do post pictures and videos from there, so you will see what I mean. But that's what I mean. It's like, what are you going to do for you? What is going to, like, are you going to go into the woods? Are you going to go for a walk into nature? Maybe by the sea. Charlotte. Anushka, see your sister Sally Anfield in War Lover on YouTube. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to post a picture of me and her on the stories on YouTube tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. So we'll see what everyone thinks, if I'm similar to her or not. I don't even know who you're talking about, but I will I will have a look. So this probably is my long lost sister. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? We both look the same. Someone that looks like me. Oh my goodness. Poor them. Really, even our two voices are similar. Right, after this live, when it's over, I am so going to have a look. So going to have a look. So of the refrain, there is so much history in Greece. Of course, you feel it at the water's edge. Do you know what? They've got so, here, like where I am, they've got so many like old buildings and ruins. They've got ruins here. Like, oh my God, this is just so cool. I haven't really been sightseeing. I have, but I haven't. Like, the place where I am is, I don't know, it's very pretty. It's very busy. It's very pretty, very busy. It's got a vibe about it. I like it. I like it. I don't feel lost. I feel welcome here. I think maybe it's the people. I think also it's the people. Like I can walk, I don't know, like I walk down the street and I don't know, like I talk to people and I don't even speak the language very well. I don't even speak it very much at all. You know, you just walk down the road and it's good because everyone speaks English. So I end up just talking to people. That's what I do. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just don't want to. And I've got my earphones in and I'm listening to music. But that really depends. Like it depends if I've gone for a walk to connect with others, or whether I've just gone for a walk just to like kind of unwind from the day. So it really just depends. So yeah, this place is steeped in history. Absolutely. It's beautiful. It's so pretty. Absolutely. So yes. What are you guys going to do tomorrow? So listen, I am going to be ending the live stream very soon. If you guys have any questions, please, obviously, like, please put them, in the chat so we can quickly answer some of them. If you're struggling with anything. What's the weather like, Anushka? Okay, so the weather today was a little bit cold, but it's not as cold as the UK. Right, it's warm. Like in the sun, it's like 20 degrees. It's 20 degrees. You're literally walking around in t-shirts or maybe like a vest top, like with one of those kind of long shirts over, something like that. T-shirts, that's what we're wearing. And in the evening, you're just like, I don't know, I'm like in my leather jacket. That has like literally saved me. I love my leather jacket. But yeah, like that's basically what you're wearing. It's warm, it's pleasant, and I can't believe that it's like November and the 23rd of November. I know that in the UK we would have been like literally in duvet coats. But here it's pleasant. It's a different climate. I don't know, I like it. For me, it suits me. I hate the cold. Yes, so all of Greece is historic, thousands of generations. Hospitality is what the Greek culture is known for. Yeah, that's so true. That is so true. They are so hospitable. People have got time to talk to you. And I know that's not everywhere in the world, but people have time to talk to you. Spirituality count. I'm in Greece. That's where I am. I'm in Greece at the moment. Yes, that's where I am. Yes, Kalimera to you too. That's good morning. Yes, I do have a Facebook page. You'll see the links. There's one link that's posted underneath you know. No, I'm not in Cyprus. I'm in northern Greece at the moment. That's where I am. I loathe my knock. I love that name of your channel. I love your channel so much. Thank you so much. If I would be better placed without you. Oh, that's so good. I'm so glad that my work has helped. That's so good. I'm glad that it's helped. But yes, Sunrise, visit Bulgaria if you get a chance. Do you know what? That's just up the road from here. Well, it's about like 3 or 4 hours away. So yes, I should go. I think, guys, my next trip is going to be either Paris or the States. Don't know. I don't know yet, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen like early spring. That's where I'm going to be going, I think, because I don't know, like I just can't stay put. I don't know. I think I'm bored of the UK. That is the truth. I think I'm bored. I'm done. I just want to go somewhere. You know what's so wonderful? Because it doesn't matter where I am in the world, I can still make YouTube videos. I can still go live. It's so wonderful. Even though, we got a Wi-Fi connection. And you know what? This is how I wanted my life to be. I wanted the freedom. Like when I first started the channel, sorry, my nose is so itchy. 4 or 5 years ago, I never in my wildest dreams ever imagined that it was going to be like this. But now I cannot imagine my life differently. Like, YouTube is part of me and I'm part of YouTube as well. And like, when you guys send me messages, like you write the comments on the videos, geez, like I love it so much. It makes me so happy that, that my content is helping, because that literally was the premise for all of this. This is what I wanted to do. Like all I ever wanted to do was just to help people, make these videos, help you. I never thought that it would grow. I never thought that I would get these opportunities. And I've met such wonderful people from around the world. Like I've connected with so many people from around the world. And one thing that I have realized is actually how small the world is and how we are all interconnected. Honestly, this is what I mean, guys. When you elevate and you see life in a different way, you have, you are like so contained in yourself. You feel so good in yourself, like, and nothing scares you. Like you don't feel scared. Like, you can go forward. do you know, you see life in a completely different way. Like the way that you saw life before, or the way that you were led to believe life is, there's nothing that compares to it right now. Honestly, you live life on your terms, the way that you want to. And that is what is important here. And remember, guys, what are you going to do to help you achieve your dreams, your life, elevate you tomorrow? What are you going to do? Start tomorrow. Just one thing that you are going to do. That is what is most important. Okay? Even if you are, sorry, my nose, even if you have a trauma bond, even if you are not feeling it right now, what are you going to do to get you to that next level? Because you're going to have to put the work in. Yeah. What are you going to do? Okay? That's what this is about. All right? Thank you guys so much. Thank you for being here and your time and your input. This means a lot to me. Thank you for your well wishes. And I really, really am happy, that my content is helping you. Thank you. I will enjoy Greece. I've got a few more weeks left here. I honestly don't want to go back. I don't. But I have to. We have to have new adventures. And guys, I'm going to take you along with me. You're going to come with me. So it's not just me on my own. You guys are going to come with me. And we are going to do that. And yes, I'm going to see who my sister is. Shirley Ann Field. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to have a look at that now. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I'm one of your favorites. Thank you of the refrain. Thank you. And thank you for your support as well. So guys, thank you for being here. I will see you next Tuesday on the live. And also don't forget to check back on the poll, because the polls it comes out on the weekend, like what we're going to be talking about. So that's really, really important. And also, I just wanted to say a massive, massive thank you to those of you who have donated and are supporting me today. Like, I'm so grateful for that. Like, all of that means a lot. Obviously, like I said, I've gone full-time YouTube, making content that is here to change lives, to help you move forward. So again, thank you to the donators. Thank you for all of your support. And for you guys for being here and for your input. I'll see you all next week. Goodbye. Mwah.